Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped to consider how powerful your thoughts truly are? Not just the fleeting ones that come and go throughout the day, but the deep, focused, and intentional thoughts, the ones you invest your energy in. Most of us have no idea that within us lies the ability to shape reality, to pull possibilities out of the invisible field of energy that surrounds us and make them tangible in our lives. It's not magic, it's not wishful thinking, it's science. And it's simple. The moment you begin to understand how your thoughts, feelings, and energy work together, you can harness a force so profound, so immediate, that it almost feels unbelievable. We've been conditioned to believe that change takes time, that we must struggle, grind, and endure to achieve anything worthwhile. But what if that's just a story? What if the real truth is that change happens in an instant, not because time passes, but because you align yourself with the outcome you desire so completely that reality has no choice but to catch up? Every thought you think produces a frequency. That frequency has a magnetic quality, and it attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with it. If you think thoughts of lack, fear, or doubt, you're tuning into the energy of limitation. But when you think thoughts of abundance, joy, and gratitude, you create a powerful signal that calls those same experiences into your life. It's like tuning a radio dial. When you match the station, the signal comes in clear. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. It's not enough to think the thought. You must feel the emotion of already having it. Why? Because emotion is energy in motion. When you combine the intention of what you want with the elevated emotions of gratitude, love, or joy, you create a new signal that not only influences your brain, but also sends out a message to the energy field around you. Imagine this: the future you, the one who's already living the life you want, exists in the quantum field as a possibility. Every time you focus your thoughts and emotions on that version of yourself, you collapse the distance between where you are and where you want to be. The stronger your focus and the more elevated your emotions, the faster this process happens. And here's the most incredible part: your brain doesn't know the difference between a memory of the past, an experience happening in the present, or a vivid visualization of the future. When you vividly imagine yourself already living the life you desire and allow yourself to feel the emotions of that experience, your brain starts to rewire itself to match that future. It sends signals to your body that shift your chemistry, and suddenly you're no longer the person waiting for something to happen, you're the person making it happen. People who understand this process often experience breakthroughs that seem almost instantaneous. I've seen individuals heal their bodies, attract opportunities, and completely transform their lives in ways that defy logic. They're not special, they're simply tapping into the power we all have. But there's a catch: you have to believe it's possible. Not in a half-hearted, I hope this works kind of way, but with unwavering certainty. And if you can't believe it just yet, start by practicing gratitude for what you already have. Gratitude is the gateway. It shifts your energy into a state of receiving, and from that state, manifestation becomes effortless. So here's the challenge: what would it feel like if your biggest dream had already come true? Take a moment right now. Close your eyes. See it, feel it. Hear the sounds, see the colors, notice the details. How does your body feel in that moment? How does your heart feel? Hold on to that emotion and carry it with you, not as something you're chasing, but as something you already have. When you live as though your future is already here, you collapse the time it takes to experience it. It's not about hoping or wishing, it's about knowing. And when you know it, you'll see just how fast it works. Another speech in a similar style, focusing on the power of manifestation. What if I told you that the reality you're living right now is nothing more than a reflection of the patterns you've been holding in your mind and body? That everything, your relationships, your health, your career, is simply a mirror of the energy you've been broadcasting into the world. Most of us spend our days replaying the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and taking the same actions over and over again. It's like being stuck in a loop, a program that runs on autopilot. And while that might feel safe, here's the truth: you cannot create a new future if you keep living from the emotions of your past. You see, every thought you think and every emotion you feel sends a signal out into the field. This signal is like a beacon, and the universe responds to it not with what you want, but with what you are. So if you're thinking, why does nothing ever change or I'll never get ahead, you're reinforcing those realities, drawing them closer with every repetition. But here's the good news: the moment you change the way you think and feel, the moment you elevate your energy, everything around you begins to shift. It's not wishful thinking, it's biology, it's physics. Your brain and your heart are the most powerful tools you have, and when you learn to use them together, you become unstoppable. Let me ask you, when was the last time you let yourself truly feel joy, not for something that's already happened, but for something that's on its way to you? When was the last time you got so clear on what you wanted that it felt as real as the ground beneath your feet? This is the secret most people overlook. Manifestation isn't about thinking, "I hope this works," it's about stepping into the feeling of it already being done. When you combine the clarity of your intention with the elevated emotion of gratitude, you create a signal so strong, so coherent, that it starts to draw the future toward you. And here's the fascinating part: the universe doesn't respond to need. It responds to certainty. If you're asking for something out of desperation or fear, you're broadcasting the energy of lack. But when you ask from a place of wholeness, when you know deep in your core that what you're asking for is already yours, the universe aligns itself to bring it to you. So how do you do this? It starts with a simple shift. Each morning before you get out of bed, take a few moments to visualize your ideal day. Not just the big things, but the small ones too: the smile on your face, the ease in your body, the conversations you'll have, the opportunities that will come your way. And as you see it, feel it. Let the emotion of gratitude rise within you, as if it's already happened. What you're doing in that moment is rewiring your brain, reconditioning your body, and recalibrating your energy. You're no longer waiting for the future to make you feel a certain way. You're choosing to feel that way now. And by doing so, you're collapsing the distance between you and the life you desire. People often ask me, how long does it take? And my answer is always the same: as long as it takes for you to believe it. The universe operates on one frequency: truth. The moment you embody the truth of what you want, without hesitation, without doubt, things begin to happen. Sometimes it's subtle: a chance meeting, a new idea, a shift in perspective. Other times it's as if your entire reality transforms overnight. But no matter how fast or slow it seems, know this: every thought, every feeling, every action you take in alignment with your vision brings you closer to it. And before you know it, you'll look around and realize that the life you once dreamed of is now the life you're living. So I'll leave you with this question: if you knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that everything you wanted was already on its way to you, how would you feel right now? Let that feeling guide you, because that feeling is the key to everything.